Hello students. So in this video we are going to start discussing the respiration. It is also a type of life process which is very important for the purpose of survival of living organism, as this process is going to provide the energy to the living cells. So in this topic we are going to discuss what is respiration and what are the various types of respiration. Okay, moving with this. So respiration is a simple process in which living organism break down the food to release energy. So the basic, I mean, target of living organism to generate the energy by utilizing the food. So here the food is basically the food which is absorbed by the intestine and the food which is transported by the blood to the cell, and obviously that food is glucose, normally glucose. So glucose is the food which is going to be break down inside the cell for the purpose of release of energy. Now the thing is, energy is required for each and every life process. Not only, I mean, for every life process, energy is required. Whether it is simple even for nutrition also, energy is required. So transportation, any processes which are taking place for the survival of life, so it every process will require energy. And each and every cell of our body, of human body, of animal body, of plant body, any, I mean, every cell do this respiration and produce the energy. And these energies are basically whatever they are producing. Remember, these are stored as ATP. So this is the energy molecule. The full form it is given, it is adenosine triphosphate. So this is ATP which is going to synthesize because of the action of respiration in all living cells. Remember these points. Okay, moving ahead, most of the organism uses oxygen. Now this is the thing, that maximum organism which are living onto the earth uses oxygen to break down the food, that means glucose. So this oxygen and glucose, both, I mean, oxygen will do the action on this glucose to convert it into the ATP molecules. So this type of respiration in which oxygen is used to break down the food or glucose, it is called aerobic reaction. Whereas in some organisms, they do not use oxygen, but they break down the food to produce energy. So this type of respiration is known as anaerobic respiration, in which oxygen is not used for this purpose of generating energy. So there are few organisms like bacteria are there, yeast is also there, which is doing this kind of anaerobic respiration. So we are going to discuss these two things in little bit detail in this particular topic. Okay, first of all, aerobic respiration, if we are talking about, so aerobic respiration or any respiration is taking inside this cell, whether it is aerobic, whether it is anaerobic. So for aerobic respiration, glucose and oxygen, these are the two main things which is required. Obviously glucose is the food which will be obviously digested, food will be digested, and this glucose is going to reach in our cell, every cell, by the help of blood. So blood is going to transport the glucose into the cell. Similarly, oxygen, which is inhaled by us by breathing. So what is breathing, that we will discuss in the next video when we will discuss the respiration in human beings. So breathing, that means inhalation of the oxygen rich air by the respiratory system, that is lungs, trachea, everything. So that we will discuss in that part. So oxygen will come, and yes, through lungs it will be dissolved into the blood, and blood will take this oxygen to the every cell again. So supply of glucose and oxygen will be done by the blood part. Okay, in this particular slide, so this is the glucose which is transported by blood. Here again blood is transporting oxygen into the cell. So this is the cell structure, you can see. Yes, this is the cell structure. So the cell will get glucose in oxygen, and here in the cytoplasm, this is the cytoplasm, these are the mitochondria, this is the nucleus. You know very well the structure of cell. So these two things will reach over here and the reaction will take place. What type of reaction will go on, that we will discuss in next slide. So what is the purpose? That ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate will go converted into the ATP. So ATP is the ultimate energy molecule, and during this reaction, remember, in aerobic reaction, CO2 and water will also release out. So they will release out as it is. So what we do during the exhalation, CO2 goes out because of exhalation. So this is the process which take place inside this every cell when we are doing aerobic respiration. Remember, human beings maximum time we do the aerobic respiration, but in certain case when we do some hard work, some workout like thing, then time muscles of our body do the anaerobic respiration. So we will discuss it in few minutes. Okay, now the where this aerobic respirations takes place in the cell basically, no doubt. So aerobic respiration take place inside the cell, but here there are three steps, main step. One is the glycolysis process. So what is glycolysis? That is the conversion of glucose into the pyruvic acid. Remember, I'm telling you again, conversion of glucose into the pyruvic acid or breaking down of glucose is known as glycolysis. Glycolysis, remember. Okay. Well, glycolysis is the first step. Then the second step is the Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle is the it has been given because of the name of the scientist who has discovered this cycle, that is Hans Krebs. So that is why this cycle is named as Krebs cycle. Okay. Third step is the electron transport chain. So remember, these are the three steps for the aerobic respiration in this cell. So every cell will have these three steps when aerobic respiration will take place. So first is glycolysis, then Krebs cycle, then third is the electron transport chain. Remember, glycolysis is taking place inside the cytoplasm of the cell, whereas other two steps are taking place inside the mitochondria. So this you have to remember. First step, that is glycolysis, in which pyruvate is going to form, is taking place in the cytoplasm, and rest of the two steps are going to take place inside the mitochondria. So now moving on to this particular slide, so you can see very well, this is the mitochondria structure, and yes, this is the cytoplasm. Outer side of this is cytoplasm. So glycolysis is taking place, in which glucose is converted into the pyruvate. So this is glycolysis, and during this process, two ATP molecules are going to produce in the cytoplasm. Remember, so two molecules are going to produce here. Then pyruvate will move inside the mitochondria, and here it will goes into the second step, that is known as Krebs cycle. So Krebs cycle will be there. Here Krebs cycle, remember, oxygen will be taken up by mitochondria. So this oxygen which is present in the cell because of the blood, so it will go into the, yes, Krebs cycle, this cycle. And yes, Krebs cycle will use this oxygen plus pyruvate to do the formation of other products, and meanwhile CO2 will release out. Because of this Krebs cycle, CO2 will release out of this mitochondria, and it will go back into the blood for exhalation. Okay, after Krebs cycle, the third step is the electron transport chain, in which this ATP molecules, more number of ATP molecules are going to form, and these molecules numbers are 36. So 36 from here, 2 from here, so total 38 ATP are going to form. And in this chain, electron transport chain, water molecule will come out as byproduct. Water will also come out. So CO2, H2O both are coming out. Oxygen is going in, glucose as pyruvate is going inside, and yes, these ATP molecule are going to synthesize in this particular reaction. So this is the equation basically. Yes, this is the equation. So glucose is C6 S12O6, which is converted into the pyruvate. Pyruvate is again, yes, the formula for pyruvate is it is basically having 3 carbon atom in its structure, whereas glucose is having 6 carbon atom. So pyruvate is converting, in the presence of oxygen, it is converted into the you can see this carbon dioxide and water, and releasing out 38 molecule of ATP. So this is the reaction for the aerobic respiration, which is taking place inside the cytoplasm and the mitochondria, in both the site of the cell. Okay, Moving on to the next type of, this is the anaerobic respiration. So anaerobic respiration takes place in single step, that is glycolysis is going on, and glycolysis, I have told you, glucose is breaking down into the pyruvate, and after that pyruvate will convert into the other products, so it will not go into the mitochondria, so it will take place in the cytoplasm only, anaerobic respiration. And yes, anaerobic respiration are of two type. One is alcoholic fermentation, in which alcohol is formed by the pyruvate, and it take place inside the, yes, you can see it's inside the yeast only. So yeast is the single celled fungus basically. So here it is going to take place inside the yeast. And yes, lactic acid fermentation is the second type of anaerobic respiration, which is taking place in the human muscles. Remember, when we are not getting the good supply, when we do the workout and we are not getting the good supply of oxygen, so that time our muscles start working, start producing energy, although the energy is very less. So they start working onto the anaerobic mode, that is anaerobic respiration. So that time the reaction will take place and lactic acid will start forming. And yes, so these are the two reactions I'm going to show you. First one is related with the alcoholic fermentation. So here alcohol, that is ethanol, is going to form. So this reaction is taking place inside the, yes, it is taking place inside the yeast. So glucose, that is C6H12O6, is going to convert into the pyruvate. So this is the first step, that is known as glycolysis. This is glycolysis, and after this pyruvate, in the absence of oxygen, is going to convert into the ethanol, that is C2H5OH, and CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and 2 ATP molecules will release out after this alcoholic fermentation. So you have to remember this reaction. And after that, lactic acid fermentation, which I have told you, take place inside our muscles, human muscle. So here pyruvic acid will form, that is pyruvate, again in the absence of oxygen. In the muscles tissue, it will form lactic acid and 2 ATP molecules are going to form. Okay, now the thing is, this reaction basically take place in the human muscle, and because of this only, lactic acid get accumulated in our muscles, and we feel muscular cramps after, I mean, doing the hard work and rigorous work. So next day our muscles feel pain, and this pain is because of, this cramp is because of the accumulation of lactic acid in our muscles tissue. So that is why, and what we have to do, you know very well, we have to put, we have to do the massage with the warm water, so that that lactic acid can be, removed out from that accumulation part. So this is basically the type of respiration, and yes, about the aerobic and anaerobic, both type of respiration. So later on this slide, we are in the next video, we are going to discuss the respiration in unicellular organisms like amoeba, respiration in other animals, and also human beings and plant also. So these are the main type of respiration, I mean main examples of respiration that we have to cover. So till that,